How's it going? Welcome back to This Verse That. That thing on the internet that we consider to be very important work. I'd say what we're doing, the internet's work, really, is that thing where I have you guys choose between two things, and then we decide which one's worse. Last time, should really make these videos closer together so that I can remember all the videos that I've made. Last time we did tacos versus burritos. This time, I want to know what's worse, raining hammers or raining needles. And I'm wearing pajama pants, so I guess I'm the boss. I don't know if you would describe these as big boy pants, but I've been home all day. How am I not the biggest boy? So the thing with raining hammers versus raining needles is, with raining hammers, that's just one more thing that's gonna be on the ground, like snow, for the kids to throw at each other. Teachers everywhere will be freaking out. They'll have black eyes, all in their face. Black eyes. There'll be a lot of black eyes. I think it's safe to say that no teachers will be having a good time at recess. Jimmy, put the hammers down! I said, Jimmy, put the hammer down! Damn kids. This is why I drink. Jarvis! The hammer on the ground! Somebody named their kid Jarvis in this day and age. I would call CPS. Randall! If that hammer leaves your hand, oh, so help me, Randall. Detention, no recess. I'll put your lunch in your ass. Yeah, real threats. But I think raining needles would really change the movie industry because every kissing in the rain scene would take a drastic turn. Because they wouldn't be kissing in the rain. Every romantic in the rain deep tongue kiss would end with a bloodbath. That's the kind of kiss that only mommies and daddies can give each other. But you know, if it's raining hammers, then you could throw some wood and nails outside into your yard and pray to God something got built. And you'd be able to refer to yourself as a fair weather carpenter. When it comes to raining hammers and needles, I tried to think what would be worse. And I think if somebody turned on that Sarah McLachlan song about In the Arms of an Angel, that would be worse. People are being bludgeoned and stabbed in the street by the rain, and in the arms of an angel, run away from me. It's like nails on a chalkboard while you're getting beaten to death. So I asked you guys what you thought was worse, and here's what you had to say. And it looks like we're all in agreement. Sarah McLachlan is worse. Probably hammers, because needles won't dent your car. Raining needles is the acupuncture you didn't ask for. Fuck, that's hot. Hammers. When you're looking for that needle in the haystack, well, there you go. Hammers are worse because I don't want AIDS. All right, I guess that's an okay answer. It's a legitimate concern. Raining needles is worse. You fall in a puddle of water and you get wet. Fall in a puddle of needles, you're a porcupine. Raining hammers is worse because needles won't break anything. I think needles falling from the sky is enough to just break you as a person. I mean, you don't need to have physical damage to have emotional damage. And you don't need to have a hammer to the head to know that 1,000 needles piercing your skin? Not exactly a picnic. I'm gonna have to go with hammers on this one. If you threw a needle at me, it wouldn't hurt as bad as if you threw a hammer at me. Solid logic. Hammers are worse because they'll knock you out. Needles will just stick it to your skin and be kind of painful. I think I have science on my side when I say needles falling from the sky might be a little more painful than kinda painful. I'd say needles because you go, oh, what's this? And then you look up, needle in the eye. I say raining hammers is worse because I get hammered enough. It'd be nice to get nailed every once in a while. Whap, whap. Hammers are worse because eventually you get knocked out. With needles, they just stick in your skin and the day goes on. The needles would stick into your skin and then your day goes on. Like, no big deal, just got 100,000 needles sticking out of me. Oh, you know what they call me? A fucking monster. Ah! Oh, hide your kids. Here comes Uncle Needles. What? Raining hammers is worse. If it rains needles, that's just free acupuncture. And if you're a bald person, then that's a perfect day for a Hellraiser cosplay. Raining hammers is worse. If it rains needles, all you gotta do is whip out an umbrella. Maybe an umbrella made of Kevlar? So if I have this straight, what you're proposing is that this would be enough to stop needles. I don't see it. And that's why I brought my umbrellas versus needles expert in. The umbrella The umbrella did nothing! Ah! There's blood everywhere! Why would you specialize in needles and umbrellas? It's not even science. It's just a death sentence. Get the Who cares? We all end up dead anyway. Raining hammers is worse because I'd rather get free acupuncture than my skull cracked open. I don't think people should be paying for acupuncture. Why don't you come in and lay down on this table while I do nightmares to your skin? I'm gonna stab you, and then I'm gonna stab you, and then I'm gonna stab you, and that's the general. It's nothing really overly complicated. I'm gonna stab the shit out of you. Raining needles would be worse because they'd be all over the ground. That's like worse than stepping on Lego. Hammers will do more damage while falling, but the cleanup would be fairly easy with the needles. It would be more avoidable while raining, but you'd be stepping on needles for all of eternity. So I'm saying needles. Raining hammers is worse because they're heavy and they're scary. At least with needles, you could get that piercing your mom wouldn't let you get, and then you could blame it on the rain. Blame it on rain! I think that's a song. I have no idea. Raining hammers would be worse because when the clouds decide it's hammer time, you could be out walking your baby, and then all of a sudden, you don't have a baby anymore. You got a dead baby. And that wouldn't happen with needles. Because babies are immune to needles. And that's a fact. You could take that to the bank and put it in your fact account, and you could let it appreciate, and it'll be worth more when you're older. Or you could just start stabbing babies with needles. Whatever people say on the internet is generally true, so why check any facts? I'm a doctor. You know what? I've had enough. I've decided what's worse. Hammers. Yeah, sure, there's needles everywhere, but you're gonna tell me they wouldn't invent some kind of needle truck that would come by and like have a really strong magnet to suck up all the needles? And I mean, who goes outside in the rain anyway? But I think if it did rain hammers, both your car and your house would be safe because they would have some kind of anti-hammer coating. You know, when it rains hammers enough, you tend to make a coating to stop it. So if you have something you want us to discuss in the next This First That, leave it in a comment below or do it on my Facebook and Twitter. All the links will be in the description. You know where to find it. I'm doing a lot of gaming on my second channel, so if you want to see me play some weird video games, you can check that out in the description as well. I make videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, so I'll see you guys on Sunday. You specialize in needles and umbrellas. It's not even science. It's just a death sentence. Get the close this goddamn umbrella. Thank you.